Hello everyone, my name is Mary, and today I have an angel message and a tarot card reading for the new moon on August 16th, 2023, which is occurring at 5:38 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 9:38 a.m. UTC time. So I connected with Archangel Uriel for this reading, and it was quite interesting. A lot of times every time, I just really get into a very peaceful, meditative, open state, connect with my angels, my angel team, connect with angelic energy and see what the message is. But this time, I felt very much like I was asked to sort of participate and guide and, work with the angels. And so together, the topic that we came up with is clarity. So this new moon, the intention that the angels and myself are setting for all of humanity is clarity. And the angel message, which I was hoping to channel, to write down from the angel, came in a different way. So here's what happened. I was in meditation and I'm connecting with Archangel Uriel, and the Archangel said, what if I put a camera in front? So first of all, the angels and other higher dimensional beings always communicate through your own lens, through the teaching tools that will work best for you. So how angels speak to me is not how they're going to talk to you. How the Holy Spirit talks to you is not how the Holy Spirit is going to talk to me. How we talk to God, how we communicate with the divine is different for all of us. But for me, I love metaphor. And so the Archangel used a metaphor story to sort of help me with this lesson. So here's what went down. So the Archangel Uriel said, what if I pointed a camera at you? And in a dimly lit room, how would the video look? And I said, it would look pretty grainy. It would look very unclear. And the angel then said, what if I then brought in a lot of beautiful, bright white lights shining softly onto your face? How would the video look then? And I said, it would look a lot better. It would look worlds better. And the angel said, did I change the camera? And I said, no. And the angel said, did I change you? And I said, no. And so the only difference there to make the video better would have been the presence of light. And so the inference, the lesson that I inferred from this was that in our own lives, situations that look kind of grainy and yicky, or might feel very icky, all they need to begin to change what's in your life, to begin to improve, to begin to tap into the divine, is not to change the situation, but to bring the light of consciousness to it, to see yourself with a loving light of your own consciousness. If you're in a situation that is bad or horrible or painful for you, I'm not saying to stay there. Of course, get yourself into a safe place. Get yourself into a better situation if you're being hurt. But a lot of situations keep coming back into our lives because they need us to see it. They need the light of clarity. They need the light of clarity to shine upon the situation. And so the lesson that I feel like Uriel was trying to convey is the idea of bringing light to a situation and not trying to force yourself to change it or fix it or be better, or to, not pointing to yourself and saying, I must be bad, I must be wrong, I must be doing this life thing wrong, I must be my humanness must be flawed in some way, to stop all that inner chatter and just bring the loving light of consciousness to the situation and just see yourself and see everyone else with this light of clarity. Just the way bringing a light into, when you're filming a video really helps the video, bringing light into your mind, and shining a light onto all the situations in your life, just brings so much more clarity. So let's get to the cards. I'm going to be doing the Celtic cross spread, and so let's just get started. Hopefully I can, breeze right through it. I tend to talk a lot, so let's see if I can be very succinct with my reading this time. All right, so where we are, it's the King of Cups. There's a lot of light. Speaking of light, there's a lot of light in this on my table here, so it's going to be hard to see, I think. So you can look at the cards when I bring them up to the camera. But we've got the King of Cups here. So what I'm feeling like is that we already have a heart inside us that is perfectly formed, perfectly able to express unconditional love for yourself, for other people, for your situations, for anything that's happening in your life. For example, here's, I have so many situations in my own life where I feel like, I've failed, I've done this, I've done that, I'm not good enough, I'm not this enough. There's always those inner voices. And I feel guilty, like I haven't talked to my family enough, or I haven't called my cousin often enough, or whatever. I feel very guilty about that. And, instead of feeling the crushing guilt, I think the King of Cups is telling us, find the loving part of yourself. Find the part of yourself that's going to give yourself a break. Find the part, the King of Cups is saying, Mary, find the part of you that's, ready to, that forgives you, that forgives the situation, and is ready to make a loving choice. The loving choice is always available. I think that's why the King of Cups is showing up here as our current situation. The Chariot, right. Okay, perfect. Whoop, I'm putting it sideways because it's going to go sideways. The Chariot is all about choices. It's all about choices. It's all about seeing the dark and the light. So the Chariot moves forward by bringing through unity consciousness, through understanding that that you can't turn away from the dark forces in life. You have to incorporate. You have to be it's like if you're a leader, you can't only lead the people that you like in your flock. You have to be a leader to all of them. You have to be a leader to the ones that, are making trouble as well as the ones that aren't. You have to, like if you're a parent, you have to be a parent to all your kids, not just the ones that listen, the dark and the light. Sphinx is here. The two powers, the dualistic powers of the universe, are here at your disposal. They're here to be used. They're here to be utilized. And so your heart is a unique organ, a unique energy center that is meant to be used for loving choices, for miraculous choices. And here's something even more interesting. And I know this may not appeal to most people out there, but it certainly appeals to me. I am not only spiritual, but personally, I find it helpful to be religious as well. And today the reading at church was about walking on water. When Jesus walked on the water and he said to Peter, and Peter said, if that's you, Lord, because they didn't believe it at first. Peter said, if that's you, Lord, then tell me to come out into the water too. And Jesus said, come on. And so Peter gets out into the water, starts walking, and then he notices, like, dang, I'm walking on water and this is not right. And so he starts to sink. He starts to sink because he doesn't believe. And then he asks Jesus for help, and Jesus pulls him out of the water. Well, look what's happening here with the King of Cups. Look where his throne is. It's sort of floating on the water. And it looks like a stone sort of throne. This platform looks to me like it's made of stone, and it's floating on the water. So that to me is telling me that that oftentimes we can be befuddled, fooled into thinking that we are not that powerful. We don't have the power to see clearly. We don't have the power to love unconditionally. But truly, we do. We do have that power. We can walk on water just the way Peter did. with perfect faith, we can do that, and our hearts are capable of that. The problem is our challenge is that we often want to only use we often get, all balled up inside because we have this dualistic world. We have right and wrong, we have up and down, we have things that feel good and things that don't. And how to navigate that is the problem. How to move forward and make choices and keep moving forward in faith and keep moving forward with love in your heart. And keep, forgiving yourself and others everywhere and every step of the way. In order to do that, you have to utilize the dark and the light. You have to be cognizant that you're living in a so far a dualistic universe, where forces sometimes seem to work against each other. We have to engage with that and rise above that and see it from the loving, place of the sovereignty of God. We have to rise up and see with more love and more clarity our situation, instead of sort of battling it out, on the mundane level. Okay, so the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is telling me that there's fire inside. There is a light. Because the wands are the fire suit. There's a light deep down inside you that is ready to be utilized. When you're ready to see, you're ready to really see with clarity the situation. You may see, like the Chariot, you may see the dark and the light. You will see both. You cannot just look at one of them. You have to see both, because they're both going to be pulling you forward in life. You're going to learn from some good experiences, but you're going to learn from your bad experiences. You're going to learn when you make a good choice, how to do that, how to make the right choices in life that are healthy and wholesome. And you're going to learn from when you make the bad choices too. And so the Knight of Wands wants you to move forward into that, wants you to have the courage to say, yeah, I'm going to move forward into this situation. I'm going to look with love at it. I'm going to see all of it. And I'm going to just shine the light of clarity on it. We might not be ready to do that. We might not want to do that. Oops. I got two cards. We've got the Nine of Cups. And the thing I'm feeling is that as I'm putting down this card, I'm feeling like this more of a warning than a hey, everything's good. Because the Nine of Cups is all about having all your cups full, being content, being happy. And so I feel like this is more of a warning. This is like, don't be fooled by good feelings. The good feelings are good. They'll keep you going. But don't be fooled into thinking that that's the end. That just feeling good is the end of your story. That, as long as I can just feel good, then my life is good. No, there's a lot more to be, to be had. There's more goals to be, formulated. There's expansiveness, there's enlightenment, there's peace, inner peace. Inner peace is much deeper than simple and contentment. And so what I'm getting from this is that we're here to really jump in to the situations that may befuddle us and to shine the light of clarity on it. Not to force ourselves into a situation that is uncomfortable, or to continue to be in an uncomfortable situation just because you think you need to learn a lesson from it. But to wherever you are right now, shine the light of consciousness, shine the light of your heart on these situations, and know that there's more to be mined in those situations than simple contentment. So the first word I got from this one, so this is the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance, shifting energies, this or that sort of thing. As far as the real world, the physical world is concerned, it's like, do I want this or do I want that? What are my resources? How am I using my resources? How many resources do I have, and how far can I go with it? It's like, if you've, thinking about your health, how well do you take care of your health, and how far can that take you? How well, if you made a different choice, how far could you go using, if you made a different choice with your health, And so this is showing that there has been some shifting energies that have shown us some stuff about the physical world, that has shown us the other side of the coin. It's like, yes, you know, wherever you were as far as your making your physical world decisions are, you know, your money, your home, your body, or your resources in all kinds of ways. Wherever you were, the world has given you a chance to see the other side of that. The world has shown you some other things. So where you have had the experience, most likely, of being the opposite of what you wish you were in physically, you know. The world has shown you some of the opposites, some of the other side of the coin, so to speak, you know, in your life. You know, maybe you've lived in a big house and now you live in a small one, or vice versa. And so you've had the chance to see both sides, to see both coins, so both sides of the coin. These shifting energies have given us this really unique opportunity. And so that again is all about clarity, bringing clarity to your physical situation, bringing clarity to your life. Okay, so the alternate now or future card is going to be Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is, this is like where we are is looking at our physical situations. I think the angels want us to look at our physical, real world situations. Like, where are you making a choice that is not beneficial to you? The world has given you a chance to see a lot of stuff. It has shifted some things. And now that you are ready to understand that you have the capability of looking at yourself and your situations with unconditional love, what situation can you shine the light of your heart on? What situation in your life needs that? Clarity. Yes, clarity. What situation in your life needs clarity? Are you ready to see it? Are you ready to see where you keep choosing to be like these poor folks, you know, sort of impoverished when there's help available? The stained glass window above them symbolizes divine help. It symbolizes real world help. It symbolizes a better situation that these people could possibly have if they believed they were worthy of it. If they could just really see with clarity their situation and where they were and what the help is that's available to them, then they'd take that choice. Personally, I can tell you this card scares me. It's one of my least favorite cards. I'm going to say it. I hate this card because I make that choice all the time. I identify with these people. Do you? Because I certainly do. In some areas of my life where I feel like I keep missing the mark, and I keep choosing something that keeps me, you know, in pain or in some sort of suffering. And it's just like, oh, if only I could see that help that's available, if only I could see that. And I think what you have to do, and what I feel this message is telling me, and it's telling all of us, is to shine the light of clarity on your situation with love in your heart. Love in your heart and courage in your heart. The courage to see yourself clearly, the courage to see everyone else clearly, you know, and to not blame anyone else for continuing to be in that spot, is available. That courage and that love is available to us. It's available to us all. Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles. Aha! The message is getting very clear. So the timeline that we're on here, these three cards represent sort of like a timeline, and these two represent the seen and unseen forces that are influencing us. So the timeline we're on is sort of dominated by the Pentacles with the hearts, with two major arcana cards, one major arcana, and then the cup card right here in the middle. So this is an important moment for us to be able to see the dark and the light to shine the light of clarity on our situation using the light of our heart. But it's all about the physical. It's all about really seeing the physical. Like, this new moon is about seeing your life with clarity in the physical sense. And this is, you know, physical world could be anything that you can see, taste, or touch. So it could be the type of news that you bring in, the type of, people, resources. Sometimes people are represented by the pentacles because it's like, if these are your resources, these are the people that you populate your life with, you know. It could be a job, it could be your home, it could be your physical environment. How clean do you keep your house? So whatever. But it's physical world stuff. We're here to see some physical world stuff, and this is confirmation of that for sure. That the part of us, the part of our human collective consciousness that is going to be activated now, is the part that's ready to take step in a different direction. The part that is ready to walk through that archway there. That sort of symbolizes a new path, a new way, you know, something that's going to bring you some benefit, some abundance in some way, some real world helping, improvement of your life. That's what this represents. And so this is the part of us that is activated right now. This is the archetype inside of us that is sort of ready to drive the bus, is the part of us that wants that really wants to see real world improvement in some physical area of our lives. All right, we've got 4 cards coming, and I usually can't fit them all on the screen. The second one is, so this one may be a little cut off. That's okay. Ace of Swords. All right, in order to change your physical world, you have to change your mind. And this is the thing that we miss. This is the thing that we're not ready to quite see. It's like, all right, maybe you want to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something, you know, make more money at your job, or get a different job, or maybe you want to learn a new skill, I don't know, no, something physical, like change your job, change your, home, change something in your life. Maybe you want to get on an exercise routine, lose weight or whatever. That's the physical change that we're looking at, you know, improving your health, improving your home, improving your work situation. That's not going to do much. You can't walk through that little archway there to the better life until you're ready to accept some new thoughts, until you're ready to say, you know what, I need to cut out with this sort of truth, you know, the old thoughts, the old things that have been, you know, clouding my mind. I can't change my physical existence until I'm ready to change my mind about something. That is key. These two, that's why these always work so well together, I think, the suits. The Pentacles is the physical suit, the Swords is the mental suit. All right, so this position right here is always in my readings an angel message. And so the angels want us to know that we are ready. We are ready to birth a new way of being in the world. We are ready. It's here. It's already within you. It's already growing within you. It's like it's like a woman who's pregnant, you know, there's nothing, you know, nothing she needs to do now except for just get ready. Something's about to enter your life. It's about to change. You're birthing something. Prepare yourself. So the angels, I think, want us to know that we are ready to change our lives in a positive way. We are ready to shine the light of clarity, to shift some things. We are ready. We are ready to do that. The assistance is already with us. The magic is done. It's time to actually use the beautiful, you know, energy of our heart to see our situation with love. Your heart is more powerful than you think it is. It can do more than you think it can do. It's time to see your life with new eyes, with a fresh perspective, and change will come from that. The Emperor, of course, it's so perfect now that we have the Emperor. When I was choosing the cards, I'm choosing them randomly with, you know, just shuffling and just pulling a card, pulling 10 cards without looking at them. And the 10th one jumped out of the deck and landed face down onto the pile that I had made. So this one really wanted to come out. So the Emperor has a really strong message for us. And the message is here, the new direction for us as we shine the light of clarity on our lives is to be ready. Be ready to build something. Be ready to change something. Be ready to be the powerhouse. Be ready to build. Be ready to understand. Be ready to take a leadership role in the, on the path of your life, to change your life in a positive direction. Whatever clarity comes to you during this new moon, the Emperor is like, I'm ready to build something out of that. I'm ready to take it and run with it and go with it and build something. So the Emperor is about structure. It's about leadership. So we have the Empress and the Emperor right next to each other, which is about, together it's the feminine and the masculine. It's creation. It's creation. It's inspiration, leading to inspired action. So this is the message, and I felt like I wanted to take an extra card since to sort of cap it all off. So let's see what the angels have for us. So Archangel Uriel, do you have another message? Do you have another message for us? Oops. There, we've got something. We got two things actually. Wisdom and hope. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's like, wisdom is like the Emperor, and hope is like the Empress. It's like the inner and the outer expressions of this, the light of clarity. So we've got wisdom, and owl, and hope, and that looks like daffodil. So I think the topper for this whole message is that the light of clarity, shining this beautiful, loving light of clarity onto your situation, onto your life, will bring about wisdom. The wisdom of what to do and how to shift and what's actually going on there. It'll give you a perspective. It'll give you wisdom. But that wisdom won't take you far if you don't have the hope in your heart for something better to occur, for something greater. If you don't really believe, if you don't really have faith that there's something really perfect happening here, and all of it is supposed to teach you a lesson. It's supposed to bring you light and love and enlightenment and all of that. So that's a beautiful way to end the reading, I think. I hope that was clear. I feel like I was all over the place, but that was a really lovely message, I think. So my prayer for you and my prayer for me, my prayer for the entirety of the human collective is that we have the courage and the love and the wisdom and the hope in our hearts to really and truly shine the light of consciousness onto our lives and to get some true clarity about our situation. That is my prayer for all of us. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, God bless you. I'm sending you healing vibes. I'm sending you some love. And if you would like a reading, you can always contact me through my website. You can schedule in the link with the link below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.